Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Nolida and all my fellow classmates. My name is Ilyanasyahira binti Muhammad. Today, I would like to present about my position paper titled SMEs Still Struggling with Cash Flow Issue. Before that, have you guys know what SME is about? In Malaysia, for manufacturing sector, SME is defined as companies with sales turnover not more than 50 millions or full-time workers not more than 200 people. While for services and other sector, SME are companies with sales turnover not exceeding 20 millions or full-time employees not more than 75 workers. Why SME is vital to our country? SME is considered as the backbone of the economy and plays an important role in fostering growth, employment, income, and it has been fundamental to Malaysia's economic transformation process. Therefore, SME contribute toward GDP, employment, and total export in Malaysia. According to the SME statistic, 98.5% of the total business establishment are from SMEs, which includes all sizes and sectors in Malaysia. This statistic shows how huge the percentage of SME has formed in our country. However, due to COVID-19 recently happened in all countries, many business in Malaysia, especially SME, has been affected by this pandemic. COVID-19 pandemic is a global crisis that affecting billions of people all over the world, and it gives negative impacts on the global economy, health, industry, and businesses. With the large number of SME establishments in Malaysia, this coronavirus outbreak will definitely affect various sectors and economic development. The reason why government enforced this MCO is because to curb the spread of COVID-19 in our country. After MCO implementation, government introduced Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) followed by Enhanced Movement Control Order (EMCO) and Recovery Movement Control Order (RMCO) in Malaysia. Even though business has started to operate as usual during Recovery Movement Control Order (RMCO) phase, many SMEs in Malaysia remains to struggle with cash flow. On August, SME Association of Malaysia has conducted a survey which covered 1,730 members. Based on the survey, it stated that 20% of the respondents consider shutting down their business permanently in the next 6 months. In addition, this survey discovered that 22% have sufficient cash flow could last for a month, 27% could sustain until November, and 31% could sustain until December. This percentage indicates that not all SMEs are able to have a sufficient cash flow and can sustain their business until the end of this year due to COVID-19 outbreak. According to the article from The Age, SME Association of Malaysia's President Datuk Michael Kang, he said many SME are still battling with cash flow until today because there are still bills to be paid while the sales of their business has not fully recovered for part of it. The most affected sector that facing the problems are retail sector, followed by manufacturing sector and service sector. He also revealed that retail sector, which rely on international tourists, are the worst affected since the border remain closed. On the other hand, many SMEs in Malaysia hopes that the automatic 6-month loan repayment moratorium will be extended as well as wage subsidy programs, which provide by the government. It is because the additional stimulus packages has helped SMEs in terms of cash flow during the pandemic. Besides, the wage subsidies program are beneficial for SME which rely on cash flow to conduct their business activities. Meanwhile, for loan moratorium, it helps them to mitigate the cash flow concerns. According to the article from The Age, the survey on SMEs during this challenging time revealed that 40% of the respondents are hoping that the government will provide more grants for their businesses transformation, while 26% of the respondents expect they need an assistance to secure their loans. The President of Malaysian Employer Federation (MEF), Datuk Dr. Sheikh Musaid Sheikh Usman said the additional stimulus packages which issued by the government have been well received, and he hopes governments will provide more initiative to businesses in Malaysia. It is to ensure that the survivability of the business, mainly among SMEs and micro enterprise and to maintain the employment for the existing employees in our country. Therefore, this type of business, they should be given loans and grants to increase their productivity and expand their business so that they could sustain and remain exist in the market during this challenging time. Based on the article from The Age, SME Association of Malaysia's Vice President Cheng Cheng-siong, he stated that many SMEs are dependent on how well our country overcome this COVID-19 outbreak. If our country fail to curb the spread of this pandemic, there will be more SMEs business closing down and facing the cash flow issue in their business operation. On March 2020, during the Movement Control Order (MCO) on the mid of March, SMEs are expected to have no cash inflow for at least 3 months. Malaysia's 250 billion Prihatin Raya Economic Stimulus Packages (Prihatin) that provided by the government is one of the biggest obstacles for SMEs because it estimates on how these stimulus packages could help them to reduce the COVID-19's economic, which give impact on their businesses. Therefore, cash flow continue tight for SMEs since they expected there will be no cash inflow for at least 3 months due to MCO. I can conclude that many SMEs in Malaysia are still struggling with cash flow issues until today. If our country fails to overcome and curb this pandemic, there will be more SMEs suffering with cash flow problems and their business will shut down. Besides, if Malaysia unable to reduce this crisis, the unemployment rate will be higher. Since the cases of COVID-19 in our country keeps increasing day by day, it also will affect many SMEs and other businesses in Malaysia. First, government should encourage SME to participate in digital platform, which definitely help them to gain more income and sources. Second, PNM and financial institutions should provide more financial assistance and support to Malaysian SMEs so that they are able to remain in the market even our country is facing with COVID-19 outbreak. For SME, they should adopt with new technology and digitalization by changing their business to e-commerce, which is more flexible and bring more expansion toward businesses. Last but not least, SME must improve their risk management, which allow them to protect their business. That's all from me. Thanks for watching and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Assalamualaikum and bye!